YouTubers, good morning, happy Tuesday everybody. Picking up went to the dollar store, spent $30 on ornaments to decorate the entire store. Tons of stuff you can pick up at the dollar store now, ornament wise, when it comes for Christmas, especially if you're on a budget. And plus it's for the store, so most of the stuff ends up in the garbage after the season's done anyway. And yes, it is expendable, so it's not a bad thing. But it's good for the kids. I like to, especially when I sell toys and stuff, I like to bring that Christmas cheer, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, what's on my mind this morning, guys? What's on your mind? Well, first thing that's on my mind that's concerning me is Stan Lee's death. He was 95. And I've been following him since I was a child. I've been picking up his books since the very early 80s. I watched his TV series, the superhero series, where people, if you haven't seen it, it's like a reality TV series where people want to be superheroes. So they join they join forces and they start completing missions and stuff. It's really good to find the real hero. So I really recommend you watch that. Look up Stan Lee on IMDb. He's in a couple of movies too. My favorite character, I think, relates to a lot of characters and relates to real life, is Tony Stark. And no, it's not the I'm not talking about the guy from the Tony Stark we know from the movies. I'm talking about the real Tony Stark. Tony Stark's my man. When I read Iron Man through, comic book, not digital, comic book. I read it through from issue number 1, which I've owned, and I still own today, graded, all the way to 328 or 338 or something, like the last issue. Then I read Heroes Reborn 1 to 12, and then I read like Iron Man the rebirth, like the rebirth reset up until 120 something or 133. So what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about Tony Stark and how he was portrayed. It's a phenomenal piece of work. Tony Stark is a drunk, alcoholic, loses his company, loses his fortune, loses everything, and can't beat alcoholism. He just can't beat it, no matter what he does. He always finds a way to get himself into trouble. But the real Tony Stark in the comic books actually expresses his feelings, remorse, his, and the movies could never show you that. The movies will never show you that. But he's got so much in his life to live for, but so much that he's so reckless into destroying or destroying his own demon in a bottle. Look it up, guys. Demon in a bottle. Look at the cover, it'll shock you. Comic book cover. Demon in a bottle. I have that one too graded. But yeah, Tony Stark, he's my real hero. Battles through the demons of life. Yeah, I mean, he goes against, you know, he saves the world a couple of times. But no, Tony Stark really is my hero. And I like the way Stan Lee portrayed him. I like the way Stan Lee made sure he was as human as possible, with no special powers, with just a suit to give him his powers. I think that was very genius of him. But anyways, California wildfires. What do you guys think is going on, guys? I'm just, it's like here, okay, I live in a town where we were surrounded by, I think it was 266 or 296 fires. I heard it was even up to 400 fires, independent brush fires burning. Thousands of hectares lost of bush and tree and homes and people's lives destroyed. Some people lost everything. So I live in a town where we get completely surrounded by smoke. Thick, muggy smoke. And sometimes we are on alert for evacuations. So it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Okay? Even when it's on the horizon, you see the smoke billowing up, it scares you. And I really feel for those people in California that are driving through those highways and the car is heating up and yeah, I really feel for those people, like, you know, scared, praying, you know, pray. You know why? Because it's being heard. Pray in time of need. And that's the mistake a lot of people make. They pray when it's not the time of need. They don't pray when they win the lottery. They don't pray when they have a good day at work. They don't pray. Everybody always turns to God when it's at the worst time of their lives. People should pray all the time. I pray. But wildfires. Is it arsonists? Is it Mother Nature? Is it lightning at its best? Lightning doing its best work, hitting the right targets. Or should I say lightning doing its worst work? But no, it's true. With the amount of people suffering by these California wildfires, it's phenomenal. But like I said, I live in the area like that too. Is it scary? Yeah, it's scary. It's really, really, really eye-opener. Especially living around the mountains like this and all these beautiful green pine trees. Yeah, I saw quite a few images. I saw a video by Jason A, and it was about California biblical events happening right now. But we're gonna hit cooler season. I think things are gonna turn around. But I do say my prayers. I did say a prayer for the people living in California, 100%. The people surrounded by this mess. You know, it's something that if it's Mother Nature, it's like global warming. We can't control it. But oh, did I say that? Well, watch out. They're gonna take my channel down. I'm gonna get my oh god, I gotta put my wallet in this one. Gonna get some milk in my coffee. I don't like sugar in coffee. It's horrible.
Are they good?
Hi, can I get a large coffee with 1 milk?
Large 1 milk?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, let's get one. Okay.
You don't taste the coffee when you put sugar. Well, milk kind of dilutes it a bit, so, you know. How do you take your coffee? Let me know in the comments below. What are you guys thinking about? I want to know also, what are you guys thinking about the California fires? Are you in this mess? Maybe we could get someone on the phone or on Skype that could come on the show. If you're in this mess, what you're gonna do, guys, going forward, when you add me on Skype, message me your first message of the topic you want to talk about, because then this way I know what if you're calling for housing, if you're calling for Mike in the Night, if you're calling for Rants in Life, whatever. I know what you want to talk about, so I could get you on the horn faster, so I don't have to examine the comments on who I left or who's leaving me for what. So when you add me on Skype, or if you've added me to Skype and I haven't messaged you or something, just message me today and let me know what for. Hi.
Hello.
Good morning. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye. That's my friend. I gotta go to Canadian Liars now. Canadian Liars. I gotta go pick up. Antonio wants something so bad. And it's on clearance too, for nothing. So I want to know, in the comments below, guys, please tell me, who is your favorite superhero and why? Who is your, what's your probably most memorable memory of Stan Lee? I'd like to know. I read the comments, by the way. I read them all. What is your favorite, what do you think of the California fires? And how do you take your coffee? I'd like to know. I'd like to know how you take your coffee. So I'm going to Christmas up the store today. I'm going to go wash the floors, take out all the garbages. I'm going to clean her up, get her ready, get some music playing. I'm going to run a few ads on Facebook this week and get people all hyped up for the new season. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below, and God bless.